As we wind down another year, many of us are making plans for a fresh start in 2016, and that may include selling your home.
Our first guest this morning says there are things you can do now to prepare for a home sale. Welcome Mike Sposato with Carolina Realty Advisors. Mike, good morning. How are you today?
Doing great. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. You say that next year, 2016, is going to be a good year for the Charlotte real estate market. Why is the new year a good time to think about selling your home? Well,
there's a couple of things. First, we're predicting that 2016 is going to probably see a big increase in sales price of up to 10%. So that's a great thing for all of us. Additionally, right now, there's only about maybe just over 3 months of market inventory. And the average amount is usually 6 months. And so basically what that means is it's only taking somebody maybe just over 90 days to put their home on the market, go through the entire process, and close on their home. And so why it would be good to get out there early is if you get out after the first of the year with your home on the market, you're going to avoid competing with the traditional spring and summer market.
Mm-hmm. Which we know gets so busy.
Right.
Okay, what does that mean for the people who already have their home on the market during that time?
Well, the funny thing is once we get about, a week or two before Christmas, I typically would recommend to my clients that they take their home off the market during that time because we see a small drop in the amount of buyers in the market. And it's, why not enjoy the last holiday season in your home and instead of having people coming through your house when you've got gifts and Christmas trees and all that there, just kind of push that off for a little bit and let's get started back after the first of the year.
That's good advice. It's too stressful, I think. Too much going on. Okay, some steps that we should take if we want to sell our home soon. The first bit of advice, you say, call a realtor.
Yeah, definitely. I think you should call me. I mean, if you're interested in trying to get your home sold right after the first of the year, we need to start the process now. We need to meet and talk about what's involved and what certain things you could be doing now so that you can be ready and you're not starting after the first of the year. You kind of have a head start.
And one of those things that you say is like starting home improvement projects.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, all of us have little things we've been kind of putting off. It could be painting a couple of different rooms or replacing carpet. Maybe there's some things around the exterior home that need to be done. And so just by meeting with a realtor and kind of looking around where you can get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of home improvement projects, I think that's smart to start that now.
And again, all that takes a little bit of time. If you wait until after the new year, it could take you several weeks before you get all that done. Another thing people should do is consult with a realtor on possibly staging the home and on pricing.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, really important so that once you're putting away your holiday stuff and you're ready, you kind of know what to bring out next in terms of the staging part, but the pricing is really important. If you kind of have an idea and you're setting financial goals and a budget for the next year, it's good to know up front, hey, this is about what I can get for my home, and after fees and so forth, this is what I'm going to walk away with, and it helps you plan accordingly for this next year.
You say also, you got to be prepared for the process because there's a lot of stress involved in selling the home.
Yeah, it's a lot of stress, and right now it's moving so quickly. It's most of the time when I'm listing properties for my clients right now, it's taken me somewhere between a week to 10 days to get it under contract from the time I put it on the market. And so it's happening so fast that people are like stunned. They're like, oh, that's so quick, and now what am I going to do next? And so consulting, sitting down, walking through those steps, kind of having a good solid plan that you can execute I think it's the way to go.
And again, Mike, a good professional real estate professional like yourself can really help people through this process because you recognize it can be very emotional for people.
Absolutely, and that's why we're here too, is just to kind of help keep our clients in check because people do tend to get worked up a lot about the contracts and the money and everything else like that. So as a third party, we can kind of come in with our experience and just kind of help make that an easier part of the process for them.
Can you talk to about why the relationship between a client and the realtor is so important, that it's a good fit and that it feels right? Because I know a lot of times people think I can just go off and do this on my own.
Right.
But you say if you've got the right person, you really can't go wrong.
Well, this isn't, even though the market is moving quickly, it's still a minimum, in this case, of maybe 100 days or so of working with this person. So it's not like I walked into a retail store and I bought a nice dress and I'm in and out. There's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of money involved. And so being able to work with somebody who you feel comfortable with and who you trust is important. And plus, within our agency agreements, we do have a confidentiality clause which allows the consumer to really feel comfortable, explaining things to us that are important that we need to know in order to help them best.
You know, there's another reason why people need someone like you. The inspection process could be brutal, and that can change the entire landscape of what you think your home could possibly sell for.
The funny thing is, too, on that, I've had people who are buying brand new homes. The builders built it brand new. We do an inspection, and some of the craziest things pop up, and that's on a new home. So you could only imagine if you happen to buy a home that's 10, 20, 30 years or older. There's a lot of potential things that can go wrong, and it costs sellers a lot of money to make those repairs, and so sometimes they're not so ready to do that and spend that kind of money, and it can be a little bit messy.
That's why you need a professional. If you're interested
Absolutely.
in selling your home in the near future, Mike can help you. Call Carolina Realty Advisors. The number is on your screen. It is 704-619-7070. Again, 704-619-7070. Or log on to homelistingsincharlotte.com, homelistingsincharlotte.com. Mike Sposato, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
You too.